right, Snugui. Just a few more kilometers, then we'll find that Charizard cave. Fine, here, I'll switch you out with Drill. Jeez, the red mist is especially bad here. I guess we can expect even more violent Pokemon.
You can't climb.
Hmm?
Sorry. You can't climb.
Looks like there's no avoiding the Pokemon up ahead. At least we'll get the jump on them. Let's see what they're all about.
This here is Chamcord, a baby monitor lizard, and yes, it's a play on them being called monitor lizards. We can't all be original all the time. Its head resembles those small orb-shaped security cameras. They are electric type and have perfect photographic memory, able to pinpoint exactly where they saw or recorded food from any point of its past. Using their tails, they both send stunning taser-like jolts of electricity and are able to tap into existing power lines or generators to charge up their power that way. However, if the power lines are dead, which is the case in most of the world these days, they are able to slowly lap up electrons from the air, hence them sticking their little tongues out so often, like lizards and snakes smelling the air. When the time comes to evolve, there are two paths it can take. If it knows 1 or 0 Dark-type moves, it evolves normally into Monotile. But if it knows 2 or more Dark-type moves, it will become Garaire. Let's cover Monotile first, a monitoring monitor lizard reptile. It is a more advanced security camera, and a much bigger, tougher monitor lizard, which are famous for their oversized, extremely muscly necks. While still electric type, it learns plenty of fighting type moves, perfect for taking down dastardly criminals, and this makes them popular security Pokemon in Neo Kanto City, where crime is rather rampant. Its big, clawed hands and feet are great for holding down their prey, or those it's captured for security reasons, and as such, Detention is the name of its signature move. A fighting type move that both paralyzes its opponent with its taser tail and pins them to the ground with its body, meaning its next attack will not miss. Being pinned down certainly makes it difficult to breathe, which likewise is one of the effects of real monitor lizard venom. They are perfect for taking down their own alternate evolution, Garaire, which is a Garaile with a long, twisted wire tail. It is electric dark type and hides its face with a trubbish bag it's eaten the contents out of. It's taken its knowledge of how security systems and security guards work from its previous life and has used that knowledge to know how to best avoid them. A common sort of spy or heist movie trope, them being ex-security guards and such. While rare on the surface of Neo Kanto City, you can find these guys throughout all the dark corners of their sewer system, perfectly hiding under the murky, polluted waters. Of course, referencing sewer crocodile folklore. It's also got these sweet little burglar gloves to prevent it from leaving fingerprints, which is related to its signature move, Heist. It's just like the move Thief, where it deals some damage and then takes the opponent's held item. The only difference here is that it can stash that held item away in its skin flaps, or its trubbish bag. It's sort of like a crocodile skin wallet. You see, Thief only works if your Pokemon using Thief doesn't already have a held item, but Heist works anyway, giving Garaire essentially the effects of 2 held items, the one it started with, and the one it just stole. And yes, it can go higher. Garaire has so much desire, it can hold up to 6 items at once, though of course it can only bring 1 per battle.
Ah, good job, team! I don't think we're done. Looks like they brought friends.
Eleepeep! An electric flying baby bird that says peep. It has cheeks resembling LEDs, and using its tail, it's constantly scanning its surroundings for potential food. It's like a little dowsing rod, and it's a perfect motion detector, almost like baby birds in a nest, detecting the motion of their parents to know when to reach up and get food from them. In fact, when Eleepeep are freshly hatched, their parents use the lights as guides to know where exactly to deliver the food, a trait that's pretty common on various baby birds. albeit without literal lights, just fluorescent ultraviolet bits. The beeping or peeping and its lights and all that all light up and happen in the presence of motion, which makes Eleepeep and its evolution another popular pair of Pokemon in the security industry. In fact, they have a bit of a symbiotic relationship with both the Monotile and Bombfalo lines, similar to the birds you often see on the backs of Buffalo and Crocs, even though the Crocs don't invite them. But what is that, Evo? Well, it's this! Paralights will paralyze you with its bright lights, and it's based on a few birds from the Birds of Paradise family, mainly the 12-wired and 6-wired Birds of Paradise. Perfect! Wires! Electric type. Male Birds of Paradise in general have some extreme feathers for the sake of showing off and finding a mate. Bright colors, iridescent, even some feathers that are highly reflective and capable of flashing. Paralights has feathers capable of causing a flash of over 200,000 lumens. It's brighter than the sun. It's stunning. Literally. And when not doing a super bright flash, it is also capable of keeping those feathers lit enough to act as a spotlight, again making it popular in Neo Kanto City for those who need heightened security. And it also has a perfect photographic memory, like an actual camera, flashing and remembering absolutely everything about everything that was in its everything vision, everything everywhere, like a red light camera. Its signature ability, Highlight, will give your entire team a huge accuracy buff as long as it's out on the battlefield too. And it can also learn a new move called Light Beam, an electric attack that shines a bright beam of light at the opponent, dealing a little bit of damage but also lowering their accuracy. It's just like the move Flash, but with some pain as a bonus.
Alright, good job, Zimp. I should have figured you'd be good against them. You never open your eyes anyway. How are your eyes, Nagui? Still regenerating?
Snug.
Well, here's Goldenrod's coastline. From here we just go north.
Chime.
There. And heading north, too. Let's go quick. Hopefully we won't run into any more lights. Great, I stepped in Litwick.
Neo Litwick, a mono ghost type. During the Cataclysm, certain regions along the coast were completely decimated by tsunamis and floods, leading to many, many lost souls drowned throughout the water. Such an abundant fuel source for the Litwick line, who slowly burn away at souls, allowing them to keep their flames alight. But souls in the sea are no use to them being fire type at all. But life, or unlife, finds a way. Some Litwick learned to tap into the abundance of souls in the water by losing their fire typing, and now they resemble red rescue flares. These flares are typically used by those who need rescue, especially in the context of stormy seas. And so they are designed to be able to light up even in heavy rain, and some can even burn brightly while completely submerged underwater, making them the perfect form for a Litwick who wants to go for a swim. And if you were to take that white cap off of them, you could even pour out their gooey ectoplasm bodies. And of course, they take on a new shape when they evolve into Neo Lampent, a ghost water type with the Steel Worker ability, giving it a stab bonus with steel-type moves, much like Delmai's. Its ghostly insides are powered by drowned souls, and take the form of glowing water itself inside a lamp resembling old-fashioned naval lamps, many of which burn oil rather than watery souls. But is oil not just the watery souls of dinosaurs and plants? Though, of course, they also resemble naval glass floats, which were used to keep their fishing nets and lines afloat in the water. It's an out-of-date practice now, though. These days, blown glass orbs like this are mainly decorative or used as memorial orbs, meaning they are blown with the ashes of a dead loved one between the layers of glass, almost making it like a glass urn. How especially fitting for a ghost type, then. Chandelure roams the deep waters themselves, sucking up both sunken souls and the souls still attached to wandering Pokemon who fall for their dangly fishing lure. Enamored by their bright iridescence, the prey Pokemon is hypnotized as the Chandelure rotates the orbs, and the prey loses itself. Neo Chandelure pulls in elements from the anglerfish, a rather spooky fish from the deep sea who uses its own bioluminescent lure to attract its prey to come to it, and as such they are popular with the few fishermen brave enough to leave the safety of Neo Kanto City for a time to bring in extra food when the rations are low. And the whole transition from a safety flare used to attract rescuers to a little anglerfish dangly bobble is a rather fun transition, I feel, like a ghost screaming for help. Help me, help me. And then you get close. And now who's the one who needs help?
Zephy, we're approaching the cave. I'm getting some energy signatures I haven't seen before, and at unprecedented levels. Can you look at the data?
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of energy related to Mega Evolution Stones in there, but there's still something unknown. It's similar to dragon energy, but not quite.
I'll scan more and keep you posted.
Obviously. And do me a favor. Make sure Chimecho is out of its bowl. I have a feeling something special might happen.
What?
Silver, 10 of the modified cells have just zipped out of containment. They didn't even break the glass. They just turned into light and left.
What? How did... Where did they go?
I don't... They just left the city under a second.
That's not good. Start a perimeter scan. We can't let these get out. We're so close.
Right away.
What the hell? What?
Just as quickly as they left, they returned. Only damage beyond repair. Hopefully had to replace the chips.
I see. Moving forward, we'll have to store the finished cells in containers even light cannot penetrate. See to it that it's done by tomorrow.
Of course.
Yes, precious. It's quite an interesting evening indeed. It's a call from the devil himself. After all these decades trying to track down and destroy him, why would Ghetsis call me now?